too long. Do you
Has
want to
your
answer?
definition of success changed over time? Well, definitely, absolutely. If so, what were the moments or experiences that triggered those changes? You go if you have something.
Yes, it has 100%. And it went from being very materialistic view of what success was, because
We both went through that together.
I didn't have it then. And it is also going up the ladder of the pyramid that I've talked about in the podcast before, of going from survival to status to your higher calling.
Yep.
The specific experiences would just be all reading the books. Trying to think of specific moments in reading the books. But I would say maybe more so all throughout. Even Think and Grow Rich, which my dad gave Think and Grow Rich back to me because he said, I'm never going to have money. I don't even want to read this book. He tried to start it.
I was there.
Thought that it was about money. And he believes so much that he'll never have money that he gave it back.
Which is so wild, because your dad was making a lot of money and has lived in the same house your whole life. Imagine how much money he could have had.
Should have millions and millions and millions of dollars. Yeah.
Yeah. That's wild.
Which doesn't matter.
No, he's happy. He's fine.
But
yeah.
Yeah. So what the heck? Oh, I read Think and Grow Rich, not with the mindset of, I was, trying to create a
income,
money consciousness, but I was also reading it to learn holistically.
Yeah.
And so there was moments even in that book that I had moments of realization of what success was, starting to define it, and then especially starting to read more of the other stuff that I was reading, like Eckhart Tolle and that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
My definition of success changed. This is like sort of personal maybe for the podcast, but when I was experiencing like infertility and I wanted a baby really bad and I couldn't have it for 3 years or however long it took. Before experiencing that and having to like really slow down and take care of myself and learn that I was wrapped up in the wrong things, I placed success as how much money I was making at my job, the team that I worked for, the area we lived in, the type of furniture I had in our home, the type of car I was driving. And when I went through the experience of trying to conceive, everything changed for me. I don't know why. I took a step back from pretty much everything and put my whole focus into that. And then as soon as I had Millie, my definition of success is literally just family. It's like waking up in the morning and looking over at both of you and Doug and just seeing like a smiling face on a baby, hiking and like seeing the sun peek through the trees, and all of us are just like totally relaxed and happy. Like that is my definition of success. And it's funny because obviously it took money.
That's what it is.
It took money to like get to this point where we have the flexibility that we have. And, you know, I was working a lot, and we'll talk about it in a little bit. Like my job is the reason why we got a lot of the homes that we did while you were building your business. And like, there was a lot of different pieces to get us here, but man, you just realize like nothing is better than family. Nothing. So yeah, that's my definition of success, and it has definitely changed.
Yeah. Jim Carrey has a really good commencement speech or something where he just says, I wish that everybody could be rich and famous so they could realize that that's not
the way to go.
That's not what it's about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not that we're rich and famous, but
well, I feel like we've had some really good experiences of like
experimenting with materialistic things.
Well, definitely that, and then being disappointed by it.
Yep.
And then also like catastrophic things happening, which we've talked about probably way too much on the podcast, with like business ventures and things like that, to make you realize, I don't know, it just a lot of things that have it's just all the pieces that have put it all together for us, right?
Yeah. In those moments, I have the thought of like, oh, take it all away.
Take it all. And that's why when you kind of talk about
build it right back, first of all.
Yeah.
And even if we didn't, totally happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good feeling.
It is a good feeling. And I think that's also why I've started to focus less on money. Because
we have all of the tools.
Yeah.
We don't know anything yet. I'm 30, you're 28. But we're starting to collect all the tools so that If you guys enjoyed this podcast clip and you want to listen to full episodes, you can do so on Spotify and Apple Music. If you want to send in your own video submission, you can join us in the Moto Academy family inside of the Moto Academy app by just going to themotoacademy.com. That's also where you can sign up for a class. Okay, guys, see you next episode.